Nobody talks about how hard it is to manage 4C hair as a busy mom. When you watch tutorials on YouTube, it makes it look very easy. The finished style always look very beautiful. But what happens behind the scenes? Nobody talks about that. So in this video, I'm going to show you what it is really like to make your 4C hair at home as a busy mom. Have you ever looked at your hair and you really want to do something with your hair, but then you remember you have kids to look after, a house to manage, meals to cook, content to create, and about 100 other things that need your attention? Because that's exactly where I found myself. As a busy mom, finding time for myself can feel impossible. And if you are a mom watching this, you probably know what I'm talking about. The moment you decide to dedicate a few hours of self-care to yourself, somebody suddenly knocks on the door. If it's not mom, I want a snack, somebody can't even find their shoes, somebody is crying, or somebody wants full attention, and somehow your plans end up getting pushed away to tomorrow. Then tomorrow becomes weeks, and before you know it, your hair has been sitting under a bonnet for weeks. So today I decided enough is enough, and no matter what happens, I must make my hair. And as you can see, I'm making this hair in the night. That is the struggle of mothers. I decided to do my own hair not because I have all the time in the world or because I am a professional stylist, but because I wanted to see if actually it was possible to make your hair yourself as a mom. And honestly, what I saw is not what I expected. Now, if you have 4C hair, you already know that it comes with its own problem, because some days it's cooperative, some days it's not. And today, my hair chose violence. The first challenge started before I even touched the comb. Finding the motivation. Nobody talks about this enough. Sometimes it's not even the hair itself that is difficult. It's the thought of spending several hours that feels really overwhelming, especially when you're already tired, especially when you've spent the whole day looking after your kids or scrolling on your phone or doing other things. But I told myself something important. If I don't make time for myself, nobody else will. And I'll still carry this hair looking like my problems. So I got up, gathered my products, grabbed my comb, and I got started. This wasn't an easy process, trust me. You have the detangling. To detangle your hair is a problem on its own. Then you have to have a lot of patience when it comes to 4C hair, because if you don't take your time, you're going to end up using the comb to rip off your hair, and you don't want that. You don't want your scalp is going to be hurting you. So you need to be gentle and patient, and you definitely can't attack it aggressively unless you're planning to donate half of your hair to that comb. So every section feels like a mini battle. You need to take your time. So if you're going to bring out time for yourself, make sure you're bringing enough time, because this is going to take a while. And mind you, because you're not a professional, you're going to make mistakes. That is inevitable. You must make mistakes. So you can see here, I already started braid it, but you're going to see in the next clip that I finally decided to take out this one and start again. This is the reality of people making their hairs at home, so that this is a motivation to you. Because if you think that everybody that makes their hair on YouTube, they just started, they don't make mistake, then this is to show you that you can actually make mistake while you're making your hair. Like, you don't have to be a professional, you don't have to be a guru at hairstyling. You can just take it one step at a time. And honestly, at this point, I was already thinking, why didn't I just book a hair appointment and save myself this stress? And then again, I thought about the price. Almost hair appointment in the abroad is very, very expensive. When you talk about paying for the extensions, paying for the hair and everything, you will find out that the money is not small money. And honestly, you would now be like battling between comparing the money you're going to spend and the pain is going to cost you. And honestly, to be very, very honest, if you have the money, if you have the time, I would say go to a salon to make your hair. Why? Because when you go to a salon, at least they are going to give you premium service. They are going to slay your hair. They are going to make it very well for you. And you will not have to bother about, trying to do all this I'm doing in this video. But if you are a mom that does not have one, you don't have the time, you don't have anybody to look after your children for you, you don't like child care for you, it's like nobody is there to help you, then videos like this is what is going to motivate you. Start making your hairs at home. Start making your hair by yourself at home, because it's really not that hard. Honestly, it's not easy, but it's not that hard if you put your mind to it and watch some tutorials on YouTube. Of course, you're going to get it. You're not doing it so that it will look so fancy. After all, you're not using it to go for a wedding. It's just something that you just want to hold your hair and look good for the meantime. Okay, so if it's something that you're looking forward to doing, I will say use YouTube, watch some tutorials, see what they are doing there, and then you can easily start making your own hair. Because I'm telling you for a fact, this hair does not look like, it's not wonderful. Like, you will not say it's a wonderful hair. Oh no, it's just hair that's okay. And see, people are still going to compliment you if you look good. People are still, it's still better than having your hair looking all messy. Because combing your hair every day is something that a busy mom does not even want to do. You don't want to wake up in the morning feeling like, oh, I need to comb my hair before I go out, or I need to do this, my hair, like, you need to like remove your hair out of the way. Let your hair not be one of the things you're bothering about in the morning. Like when you want to go and do school runs, your hair should not be something that you're thinking about. That is why channels like this exist. My channel and other people's channel that teach women tutorial on how to at least do the bare minimum on their hair. I don't know if do you get the picture now? Like, it's not supposed to be perfect. It's not salon standard, or like, you get what I'm saying. So something you can just do for yourself. If you watch this video to the end, you're going to get an idea of how you're going to just do something on your hair to keep yourself going. Because I know it's hard being a mom, and honestly, bothering or going to the salon to pay for your hair every month, my dear, to be very, very honest, you can use that money to channel it into something else and not just your hair. Of course, you can always go for a hair appointment if you have an occasion where you're going, or you have a wedding to attend, or just anything. But if it's something you don't have anywhere you're going, it's just to do school runs, or just to do your everyday grocery shopping, this hair tutorial, I think, will do the job. Of course, when you first start, it's going to feel very difficult. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to, most especially when it comes to parting the back, because you cannot see the back of your hair. I think that is one of the most challenging aspects of making your hair by yourself, because you can't see your back. You feel what you're doing, but trust me, nobody really cares. Oh, really, nobody cares. So, but I just want you to understand that with every attempt, you're going to get better. It's always better you start and make mistakes and learn while you're doing it. If today you make a very messy one, tomorrow you're going to improve something. You're going to try it again, and you're going to find out that, okay, I did this better this time. And that is how you're going to keep learning, keep improving, and eventually you're going to get better. As moms, we often forget something, that we are constantly learning, constantly adapting, constantly figuring things out, whether it's parenting, building a business, creating content, starting a side hustle, or even learning how to make your hair by yourself. Growth happens through practice, not perfection. So eventually, after hours of working, I finally finished. And when I looked in the mirror, I smiled. Was it salon perfect? No. Was every part perfectly straight? Of course not. Will it be better if a salon or a stylist had done it? Of course, yes. But to me, that was not what mattered. What mattered was that I tried, I did it, I took time for myself, I invested in my hair, I learned something new, and I proved to myself that I could. For me, that was worth celebrating. So, doing my own hair as a busy mom, was it worth it for me? Definitely, yes, it was. Not because it was easy, not because it was quick, and definitely not because my arms enjoyed the experience. It was worth it because it reminded me that self-care matters. It reminded me that I deserve time too. It reminded me that confidence doesn't come from perfection, it comes from showing up for yourself. And if you're a busy mom watching this right now, I want to encourage you, whether it's your hair, your fitness goal, your content creation journey, which we cover extensively on this channel, how to start creating content as a busy mom, your business, or anything else you've been putting off. I just want you to start. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need all the answers right now. You don't need the perfect setup. You just need to begin, because every expert was once a beginner, every successful person started at zero, and every natural hair journey starts with one wash a day, one style, and one decision to keep going. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you can relate to the struggles of doing your own hair by yourself at home, leave a comment below and tell me the hardest part of your natural hair routine. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me on this journey as we navigate motherhood, content creation, self-care, and everything in between. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.